you're back. What can I do for you?
Actually, we're the ones who would like to offer our help. We can get Irene to safety. We've thought about it, and it's the only solution if you want to make sure she's safe from the Alliance's clutches.
And we have just the solution. The Father Cardinal told me about a delegation that is set to return to home. They will be traveling with armed men who are waiting for them outside the city. All we have to do is take her to them. Once in Teleme with Pius's protection, Irene will be safe.
That sounds like a good idea. She won't be safe here in the long term. What do you think, Irene?
It'd be better to entrust her care to someone else. Cardinal, priest, it's all the same.
Father Cardinal Pius doesn't frequent brothels. He's a good man who only wants to protect his flock.
Maybe. Someone more neutral would be a better choice.
Let's take her to Pius's men. They will protect her, and she'll be able to start over in Teleme.
That sounds like a good solution. What do you think, Irene?
What a nightmare. I never imagined I'd have to flee the city like this. But I suppose it's the best thing to do. If you promise to get me there safely, then I agree. And once I'm safe, I'll tell you everything I know about my client.
Then that's that. Do you want to leave now?
If you're ready, we'd better leave now. It's not a good idea to hang around here.
I'll go gather a few things and say goodbye to the other girls, and then we can leave.
Don't worry your pretty little head, darling. You'll be safe soon, and your friends will be too.
Great. We'll head to the port. It's not far.
Be careful on the road. Watch out for those Alliance men. They may try to waylay you. And take care of yourself, Irene.
Goodbye. I've never boarded a ship before. Won't I be something of a nuisance?
Knowing our captain friend as I do, she will find you a place on board her ship. Even if I think you would be in safer hands in Teleme.
It's very kind of you to help me this way, in any case. Thank you. I'm not accustomed to people doing favors without expecting something in return.
You can thank us when you're on board. We're not there yet.
A coin! It's for food, I swear.
Stand aside. I'm gonna wipe them from the face of the earth.
thank you for taking me on your ship. It's extremely kind of all of you.
Now that you are safe, what can you tell us about this priest who was your client?
Jacquemus? A charmer. A gift with words. But I loved him despite all of that. I don't know what he was up to in the city, but I knew that his only mission was not to spread the good word to Beren. He was dipping his toes into dangerous matters. He would brag about it, thinking that made him interesting. Imbecile. But I imagine what interests you is where he might be found currently, no? Once, he told me that if he ever had to disappear, he would go and hide in the hospice in the old boroughs. That is all that I know. I hope you do find him. Could you give him this letter from me when you do?
Consider it done. Safe travels all the way to Teleme.
Thank you. I will write to you when I've settled in.
Now that I read is safe, we only need to find our priest.
I would have preferred that he chose somewhere other than the old boroughs to run off to. It's a dangerous place.
We're all going to die. That's all that awaits us.
That big building over there, the one with the towers, that's where we've got to go?
Indeed. If we want to avoid trouble, we better take the road that goes under the arch to the right. Alleys are dangerous.
Are you sure this street will take us there? It seems to be heading in the opposite direction.
This alley on the left looks like it would take us there more directly, but it feels like a trap.
I see.
It might be better to avoid these alleys. I'm almost certain there are bandits hiding in there. Why did he have to go and hide in the worst part of town? I fear the state will find him in.
No quarter!
What he did, but he is in a real pickle barrel.
Let's go back to the hospice quickly, in the hope he'll be there.
Just a small coin for a poor soul, my lords and ladies. If I may, you should watch your step around here. People from the Alliance are beating anyone who crosses their path. It would seem that they're after someone. Would you have enough to spare for a piece of bread? Hunger's got a nasty bite.
How do you get by here?
Oh, it's not a good neighbourhood, that's for certain. We're all crammed in here together, the poor, sick, and forgotten. Oh, and the riff-raff as well, of course, cutthroats, pickpockets. Do be careful. There's more than one here who'd gladly lighten your purses, and is not afraid to use violence. Well, there's a refuge here. They're good with us, and they give us soup, and they heal us up when we're wounded. It's not the paradise of the enlightened, but it's better than nothing.
I'm going to tell you a story from my people, to lighten the load of your worries.
Oh, now, I love stories. If it's a good one, I'll tell it to my friends.
Once, long ago on Tir Fradi, there lived a young hunter. He was not only the best archer of his clan, but the best of the island. He became quite full of pride, and began to behave with the other youth of his village as if he walked on higher ground. One day, while he was about to shoot at a magnificent buck, just for the pleasure of hitting his mark and not to feed his clan, he saw a very beautiful woman walk by him. So beautiful that he fell instantly in love. The beauty promised him love under one condition. Since he was so talented, she didn't want him to hunt a deer, but the moon itself. The hunter tried for days and days. He even crafted a new bow. He began to lose sleep and his appetite because all of his attempts failed. Exhausted and weak, he went to the beautiful woman again to admit his failure. She mocked him for his tremendous pride. Then she transformed into a doe and ran off in a few leaps. The hunter of the moon then understood that the person he'd loved was the spirit of the forest. From that day on, he became sensitive to the balance of life and became more generous to other young folk.
That is a beautiful story. Truly. I like it very much. I'm gonna have something to tell my friends, that's for sure. But we'll still have nothing to share to eat.
We'll be leaving.
Thank you again for your help.
Well, how about that? Islanders aren't so common around here. It's a pleasant surprise. Do you feel ill or hurt? Are you lost? What might I do for you?
Might you have crossed paths with a priest of Teleme? We heard he came here.
A priest? None of my visitors make themselves known as such. A middle-aged man. Most consider him somewhat handsome. Brown hair, receding hairline.
No, nothing comes to mind. Sorry.
You can ask around other people if you want, but please take care not to trouble their recovery or overly tire them.
Yes, several of our sick are in extremely poor condition.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor. We'll leave you to your patients.
Goodbye. We wish you well.
I hope you're having a nice day.
Good day. I am sorry to bother you, but we are looking for a friend. A priest of Teleme. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Believe you me, if I knew a priest, I would already be kneeling beside him in search of some comfort.
Here, take this. It will not heal you, but it should reduce the pain.
Thank you. You are so kind. It works very well. I feel hardier than I have felt in days. I think I know who you're looking for. There is a man who uses, or should I say used, the power of the enlightened to soothe the sickly, but he was taken in. He is in the parts reserved for those on their deathbed. Your friend doesn't have much time left.
Jacquemus? Jacquemus?
What do you want from me? What are you doing here? You can't save me. I don't have long to live.
I know you've seen better days, that's for sure.
Have you come to mock me, Fausta? You always looked down on me.
Don't say such foolish things. We've come to help you.
Oh, what surprising news. But you've come a bit late, I fear. But that's not important. You must find the coffer.
The coffer? What are you talking about?
A coffer containing documents. I stole it from people in the Alliance. I wanted to find out what they were up to.
And did you open it?
No, only the Father Cardinal must open it. And besides, I wouldn't have had the time. I was forced to hide it in a sort of courtyard while they were pursuing me.
We have to find this coffer and take it to the Father Cardinal as fast as possible.
I knew there was more to that priest than he was telling us. And I'd give anything to know what's in those documents.
In your shoes, I wouldn't do that. Find the coffer and give it to Pius. If you open it, he will be very angry. And he never forgets a grudge.
Where exactly did you drop the coffer?
In the northeastern part of the neighborhood. Where it's nearly crumbling into the river.
Thank you. We'll try to find it. Your friend Irene helped us find you. She wrote you this letter.
My darling Irene, a ray of sunshine in my dying days. How is she?
She's well. The Alliance's men were after her too, so we took her to safety aboard our friend's ship. Nobody will hurt her.
Oh, you did the right thing. She's so sweet. She doesn't deserve any trouble on my account. I am very grateful that you've helped her. At least I can die in peace.
We'll look for the coffer and send you some help.
It's too late for that. The coffer is all that matters.
Hang in there, Jacquemus. The Enlightened can save you.
Not this time, Fausta. May he keep you all in his divine blessing. And don't forget about the documents.
Jacquemus? He's dead. As much as I disliked you, you didn't deserve this, Jacquemus. What a waste. Now we've got to find your coffer so you didn't die in vain.
You mentioned a courtyard in the northeastern part of the neighborhood, near the river. Let's go and take a look around. And cross our fingers a beggar didn't find it.
I've heard that your island is where our simple tales live. Do you think this is the coffer Jacquemus was telling us about?
That looks like it. A pretty little coffer full of powerful secrets. We should open it. That way we'll finally know the extent of what we've been drawn into in spite of ourselves.
Don't do that. The information inside this coffer is extremely sensitive. And I'm certain that the Father Cardinal wouldn't appreciate us returning it to him open.
Take it, Fausta. I'm afraid this coffer is too much of a temptation for me.
Thank you. I understand that it can be frustrating not knowing what's behind this sordid business, but I assure you it's for the best. The Father Cardinal will be grateful, and his help will be useful in light of all that has befallen us.
I believe we have done all that we could in this sordid affair.
You want to continue poking around here? Or might we return now and see that old fox Pius?
I would like to stay here a little longer. These boroughs intrigue me.
You know what a fuss the master makes about his bottles of fine wine. Don't go and break them. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but the master receives neither peddlers nor solicitors. And unless you have a recommendation from someone of importance, you'd better go knock on someone else's door.
We have come into possession of this artifact and would like to offer it to your master. We hear he is very fond of such things and may be interested.
It does look very old indeed. Well, I didn't expect that. Mr. Larocque may indeed be interested in something of this sort. Please, come in. Mr. Larocque is in his chambers.
Nobles. They can't resist hoarding their wealth in one form or another to show off.
Ugh, I can't. Ugh, I can't do it. Ugh, I can't do it. I don't have to. I can't do it. Mr. Larocque, we are honored to make your acquaintance.
Yes, I imagine so. I didn't know that savages from Tyr Fredie could be so eloquent. What a pity. I would have liked a pinch of exoticism. Well, did you want to speak to me about something?
We have come to ask for your help in financing an initiative by a group of missionaries who wish to help refugees.
Is that so?
My brother, a missionary from Teleme, is raising funds for this noble cause. We're trying to help.
And you came to me because I am known for my generosity towards charitable organizations.
Not exactly.
I never give a thing. But you seem enterprising and able to fend for yourselves, and I do sometimes pay for services. I suppose I could agree to finance your rather pathetic endeavor, if you agree to work for me.
We were expecting something like that.
I see we understand one another.
If we deliver what you want, you promise to finance the entire mission we have been discussing?
That's right. I'll even sign a document pledging to finance it down to the last penny.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Buried beneath the city are the ruins of an ancient temple, which contains a secret chamber that has never been plundered. All the seals are still in place. According to ancient writings I have had translated, it is said to have once housed the most esteemed sacred vase of the Astrian era. A marvelous object, made entirely of gold and ivory, and decorated with mythical scenes. I have longed to acquire it for many years. The vase must be mine. Mine, and no one else's.
I see. And how does one enter the temple in question?
Well, would you believe that I had a passage built from my home to the underground tunnels that conceal it? So it should be a walk in the park.
If that was true, you'd have the vase already. What aren't you telling us?
Nothing. Except, of course, that the underground tunnels are rife with pillagers and assassins. And that if the secret room is still sealed shut, it's for good reason. The door leading to it is protected by a device that none of my previous envoys have managed to crack. Of course, if you consider the task I have asked of you to be beyond your capabilities, I could perhaps still offer partial financial support to your charitable cause.
Really?
Certainly, if you give me your islander servant. They've become very fashionable.
I'm not for sale, sir. Sorry.
Come now. Everything has a price. You'd be treated well, you know.
I think it's best if we keep to your initial proposal, Mr. Larocque. Do you have any other information that could help us find your vase?
No. I just hope you're familiar with Astrian culture. According to someone I sent previously, the key to opening the door is based on certain symbols that were very important at that time. Now, if you have no other questions, please follow me. There.
You hid the entrance to the tunnels behind this bookcase.
Absolutely. You just pull on this book to make it swivel open.
Forgive my curiosity, but why did you have this entrance built? What purpose could it possibly serve?
My collection didn't grow all by itself. From time to time, I have visitors of questionable repute, so I let them in through here. But you'd better be going. Bring me my vase, and your brother will be able to help all the refugees he wants.
Let's go.
We need a key to open this door.
I can't believe that Mr. Larocque built this whole thing to get to his antiquities faster. That's not a passion, it's an addiction.
We must be in the right place. Mr. Larocque really built his tunnel to get as close as possible to the object of his desires.
Now we just have to open this door to get to the temple and the secret room.
He mentioned ancient symbols. I don't know how they'll help, but we should look for them.
Look up above the door. Those look like engravings.
A fire's been lit and the door's open. Well done.
Ugh, I can't do it. Ugh, I can't do it. We're missing something to make this work.
We did it! Look, the door opened.
I can't do it. The engravings above this door are badly damaged. I can't make them all out. Do you know enough about the ancient civilization to guess what's missing?
No. Unfortunately, I didn't study ancient civilizations.
Then let's look around this room. Maybe something will turn up.
The pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track.
Missing something to make this work.
The pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track. The pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track. The pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track. The pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track. The pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track.
It's opening. The old fool's vase will soon be ours.
I can't believe we've already solved the puzzle. Let's hurry.
Where should we start?
It's beautiful. Must be worth a fortune. Shall we go?
What have we here? Look where our friends have just been. Seems like they must have managed to find their way into the infamous secret room. Which means they must have found the trinket that madman wanted to buy at any price. Sorry, friends, but we can't let you leave with that. These tunnels are our territory, after all.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Luckily we were on guard. Rock was right. These tunnels are full of thieves.
Let's hurry back to see La Roque. I don't want to deal with any more would-be Tomb Raiders.